This is Mark Malone, and you're listening to The Bottom Line with Steve the Truth Nugent right here on Sports Radio 1340 WHAP Hopewell.
Bottoms up, bottoms up.
This is The Bottom Line with Steve the Truth Nugent.
And the truth will set you free.
He covers everything from high school to the pros and everything in between here in the Tri-Cities. Now, let's go to Steve the Truth with The Bottom Line.
That's right, it is The Bottom Line. I am Steve the Truth alongside of Harry Clary, and today is Monday, April 28th. And Harry, how are you doing today, big guy, at the top of the hour at 6 o'clock?
Oh, I'm doing great. I feel good. We've got great weather, enjoying the show that we have, and everything looks good.
Everything is great. 75 degrees, not a cloud in the sky yesterday nor today, and it's just beautiful out there. And we hope everybody is enjoying your Monday afternoon as well. We thank you for joining us right here on The Bottom Line on Fox Sports Radio 1340 AM and 96.9 FM WHAP The Point. Harry, this weekend I took this past week I took half the week off, spent it with the grandkids. They were on spring break, and man, we were roller coaster riding, rock climbing, getting, zoo petting, and movie watching for the last 5 days.
Steve, your family is always on an adventure of some kind.
Good or bad.
Hey, mostly good, looks like to me.
Yeah, it's great. You know, they go to a local school here in the area, Broadway Christian School, and they were on spring break. Easter was last Sunday, and of course they go to spring break after Easter, and they only got a month left before they go into the summer starting June 6th. And Harry, when we were younger, you much younger, but me when I was younger, summertime was the best time of the year. You know, school's out for summer.
That's right. No school is a kid's dream.
Yeah, and it's great. They sleep late, and nowadays, you know, you got your video games or this, that, and the others where they can play with their friends up until like 10 or 11 o'clock. You know, not all night though.
Well, I can remember my parents' first night they let me stay up all night. I didn't last very long.
It's when they when you want to stay up all night, you can't. But big news in the paper come out yesterday. Of course, we are the home of the Hopewell Blue Devils right here on Fox Sports Radio 1340 AM and 96.9. We carry most of all of their games. And speaking of that, the basketball team, Erin Edmonds, who played for the Hopewell Blue Devils her senior year, she made, Harry, the first All-Metro first team.
Well, with the stats she has, I can see why.
You're exactly right. If you can hand me them glasses right there, Harry, I can read this off. Like I said, she went to Hopewell High School. She's a senior, 5'9". Edmonds, a 4-year starter with the Hopewell Blue Devils. Harry averaged 28 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals, and 2 blocks this season alone.
I can't do that in an empty gym in my prime.
You're exactly right. She's a Mount St. Mary's recruit. Edmonds led the Blue Devils to the Class 3 state tournament, and the Hopewell was the Region 3A runner-up. In total, in her career, Edmonds had 1,958 career points. You're right, 1,958 career points, which was a new Hopewell basketball scoring record. Here.
She just needed 42 more points.
If they could have made it to the finals, 2 more games, semifinals and the finals, she had a chance to make it there in the States. Rebounds, 605 rebounds, 285 assists, 371 steals, and 102 blocks in her career. She is a member also of the golf team, the soccer team, and track and field as well.
We're going to see her in the WNBA one day.
Yeah, that's a good chance. She is a very good ball player. And, of course, later on in the show, get you caught up with that. This first half hour of the show, we're going to talk NFL draft recap of a lot of the local players. Of course, last week we had Trent Henderson on, the father of Travion Henderson, and of course he went 38th overall to the New England Patriots, and we'll talk a little bit more about that here coming up in the next segment of the show. And then the second half of the show, we're going to have Toni Carr Hathoway here with us with Toni's Oily Worlds. She'll be joining us about 6:35 right here in studio on Fox Sports Radio. Now, switching over to the men's side of things of the Metro first team. We didn't have a first team, but we had a second team. Deshaun Spillman, Hopewell Jr. forward, 6'7", made the second team All-Metro team.
I watched him play. He's got a lot of skills. He runs the court well, handles the ball well, shoots well, passes well. The kid has it all.
He has it all. You're exactly right. Now, getting that all caught up, now let's look at Hopewell Sports coming up this week. Of course, right here on Fox Sports Radio, you'll be able to hear tomorrow night, Prince George, Hopewell at Prince George. That'll be aired right here at 6 o'clock on WHAP. And Dinwiddie at Hopewell Thursday. That game should be heard right here on WHAP. And then Friday, Surrey County. That game should be here. Jeff Butler should be on the call for that for WHAP. Hopewell Blue Devil Sports. Of course, the baseball team is 7-5. Harry overall. Last week they beat Henrico 22-7. They beat the Big Thomas Dale 2-0. And Friday night they come up a little short to Lancaster 3-0, making their record 7-5.
Lancaster must have some pretty good pitching.
You're exactly right to hold up that batting. Now it's time, Harry, for On This Date in Sports.
On this day in sports history, in 1961, Steve, the NFL chose Canton, Ohio as the site for the Pro Football Hall of Fame. They did that in 1961. And, Steve, you've been to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton.
I've had the privilege to went twice. I went early back in the late 90s. Early 2000s with an older brother, and recently back just after Taylor passed away, we went and saw the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys in the Hall of Fame game. And like I said, if you get a chance and if you're a pro football fan, the Canton, Ohio is where to go. I mean, the Hall of Fame game is great. It's not a bad seat in the house. And then, of course, if you can make it a couple days because it's so much to see.
Out of all the things you saw, what struck you the hardest in the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
Well, I think it's a lot of, I'm a Dolphin fan. Listeners out there, I've been a Dolphin fan all my life. Don't hold that against me.
Who's your pro team?
Yeah, that's a good one, Harry. That's a good one. And that's another thing. When Harrison got drafted by the Patriots, I really didn't know how to feel about that. The hometown boy playing for the our rival, I suppose. But they got just little plays like the cleats from Franco Harris, that his foot is like 15 and the actual cleat is there and you can see how big it is. And I had the grandkids with me, and that was several years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Could have been, I guess it'd been about 3 years ago. And they were much smaller, and seeing the size of his shoe.
He had a good understanding.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And just overall, just going from spot to spot, and then having the jerseys that they actually wore when with us growing up, seeing it on TV and saying, man, that is right there.
I've seen clips of the Hall of Fame, and the thing is, they have clips of like Marion Motley running over people, and do they still have that?
Yes,
you can see actual clips of famous plays in NFL history.
They have one set up to where you can go in there and actually call, say, the winning touchdown of a Super Bowl or a game. You can put the headset on and record it and pay to keep the recording of it as if you were the commentator for the game.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it's a lot. I mean, it's just, like I said, take 2 days to do it, and it's really, they had to bus us in there on school buses, which that whole experience, you had to park a ways and then you ride a school bus, and in Ohio they got cameras and radios and everything on the school buses. Yeah, they were playing music, but there was a camera everywhere, so a little different than when I went to school in Dinwiddie, where they didn't really care about cameras and nothing. They just put us on a bus and we went to school.
Well, there's something about Ohio because they have the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame there also.
Yep, and that's not too far from where that whole week we went to the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and then we went to, this was the year that Cleveland Indians were their last Cleveland Indians before they became the Cleveland.
I don't know what they became. Isn't that terrible?
No, I got it right here. They are the Guardians. Yeah, they're Cleveland.
Now I know why I forgot.
Yeah, and we went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is a lot of fun right there, and Cleveland Stadium is right there on the water. But yeah, it was a great experience. say anybody out there that hadn't had a chance to go, please go. And if you're a football fan.
Okay, and also on this day in sports history, in 1971, Hank Aaron hit his 600th career home run. Of course, he ended up hitting 744.
Yeah, like I said, nowadays they're trying to compare some of these young guys to Hank Aaron, but that's, you can compare them all you want to, but that's a different era, and he was good.
Yes, he was. And not only that, as I brought up before, Steve, they lowered the pitcher's mound in 1969, so a lot of those home runs Hank Aaron hit, he hit when it was even harder to hit a home run.
I'm pretty sure with the way the pitching is nowadays, they hit that ball, like Babe Ruth would be creaming them.
Oh, yeah, pitcher's mound going down 6 inches. But, yeah. But anyway, 1985, Billy Martin was named manager of the New York Yankees for the 4th time. Remember, him and Steinbrenner used to just go at it. He'd fire him, hire him back, fire him, hire him back.
Some call that was best friends.
Yeah. That's how. Well, it's like Billy Bob Thornton in the movie Sling Blade. He says, this is how friends do each other.
Yep, you're exactly right.
Okay, birthdays today. Barry Larkin was born on this day in 1964. He was a Hall of Fame shortstop, World Series MVP, 12-time All-Star, 3 Golden Gloves.
Man.
Career, huh? Also, in 1967, Pete Stoyanovich, All-Pro kicker in 1992. Who did he play for, Steve?
Ooh.
Pete Stoyanovich, kicker. I'll give you a hint.
The Dolphins?
Yes. He also played for the Chiefs after that, but
I believe he was what was it? That was his birthday today?
Yes.
Yes, and was he the kicker when it was the overtime game between Miami and Kansas City at the time? I think it still is the record.
Well, it was 92 when he was MVP.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, that
so that was about 33 years ago.
Yeah, that's the year that me and my wife got married.
Wow.
Shout out to Angela. I know she's listening.
Happy 33 years. Okay, 1968, Mark Carrier, safety. He was Rookie of the Year for the Chicago Bears in 1990, 3-time Pro Bowler. Also, 1997, Denzel Ward was born. I wonder who he was named after.
I don't know.
Pro Bowler for the Cleveland Browns. He had to have been named after Denzel Washington. No doubt about it, if he was born in 97. But anyway, that's on this day in history.
That's right. And if you want to chime in with us here, well, like I said, the first half hour of the show, we got the phone lines open, the K&L Barbecue Hotline, 458-WHAP. That's 804-458-9427. Give us a call, and we'll get you on the air. So with that, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to break down the National Football League draft, and it was fun to watch all weekend. Of course, yes, I paid attention to the draft as I was roller coaster riding, rock climbing, getting zoo petting, and movie watching with the grandkids. I still watched every round, well, not every round, but most of all the draft from Thursday to Friday night to Saturday.
I don't know about you, Steve, but when it got to pick 20, I felt the pressure for Travion and his father. Did you?
Yeah, but that whole, until he got picked, it was something there to like, hey, But we'll talk about that when we come back. We're going to take a break. You're listening to The Bottom Line with Steve the Truth, featuring Harry Clary right here on Fox Sports Radio, 1340 AM and 96.9 FM. 96.9
FM.
WHAP, The Point.
K&L Barbecue at 1410 Maple Street, inside Cavalier Square, Hopewell. Wants you to know they have great specials on the daily menu, such as hamburger steaks, grilled chicken, a lightly fried chicken sandwich, and of course, the best chicken and dumplings in the Tri-Cities. And don't forget about their world-famous barbecue and sauce. Dine in or carry out at K&L Barbecue. Call 458-4241. That's 458-4241 for K&L Barbecue.
Uh-oh, go. Stranded on the side of the road, flat tire, dead battery, no worries. Tucker Towing Service, LLC has got your back. Whether it's cars, trucks, motorcycles, or trailers, we're here to get you moving again. Need a jump start or a tire change? We do that too. Proudly serving Hopewell, VA, and surrounding areas. We're fast, reliable, and just a call away. Call Tucker Towing at 804-920-4383 or email us at tuckerstowingservice@gmail.com. Tucker Towing Service, LLC, your roadside lifeline.
Hello, Blue Devil fans. Ligon Jones Insurance is proud to support HHS student athletes. Now more than ever, people are realizing the importance of having a local agent to talk to for all their insurance needs, and we are ready to
right on it.
In many situations, Ligon Jones Insurance can offer you better coverage at a better price and include knowledge and service from agents with almost 100 years of combined experience. Located in downtown Hopewell, call us today at 804-458-8522. Visit our website at www.ligonjones.com or reach out via Facebook and see why we continue to grow each and every year with your support. Go Big Blue.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Let Keith and Mandy at Hourglass Realty Group guide you and your family through the journey of home ownership for years to come. With over 17 years of experience as multi-million-dollar producers, they specialize in residential and commercial properties across Richmond, Chesterfield, the Tri-Cities, and surrounding areas. As partner agents with Veterans United, they take pride in helping active and retired veterans find the perfect home. Plus, Keith is a licensed notary for your convenience. Call 804-712-0188. That's 804-712-0188 today and visit them at 11801 Center Street in Chester. They're online at hourglassrealtygroup.com.
doTERRA, where wellness meets nature. From immune-boosting On Guard to invigorating peppermint, along with everything in between. Start your wellness journey today. Reach out to Toni Carr Hathoway. She's been waiting for you. Text wellness to 804-212-8571.
Carr Brothers, located at 3100 Jackson Farm Road here in Hopewell. The Gathering Place has great salads, specials every day, and without a doubt, the best burger in town. Call for carryout at 458-4144. That's 458-4144. Carr Brothers. All right, here we go. You join?
Why didn't you just tell me the truth?
Now, let's get back to Steve the Truth with the bottom line.
That's what I said.
That's what I said. We are back here at Fox Sports Studios, right located at the corner of River Road and Mesa. This is the Bottom Line with Steve the Truth, featuring Harry Clary, and we are getting ready to talk about recap the NFL draft. I do want to promote next Monday night right here on the Bottom Line. We're going to have Ken Oxendine. He's going to be joining us of the Thomas Dale fame, along with the Virginia Tech fame and the Atlanta Falcons fame. He'll be with us next Monday night, seeing what he's doing right now. But they do have a 7-on-7 tournament on May 3rd, starting at 8:30 a.m. at the River City Sportsplex, where all proceeds go back into their program. They include tackling important issues like athletes' food insecurity, with 60% of athletes heading into practice not having a full meal, providing mentorship and community outreach. One of the greatest things that we're doing at the event is proceeds is the top 3 finishers will receive funds to sponsor their respective organizations' football programs. They also host a free speed and agility session on Saturday morning at Thomasdale High School on the athletic field. So if you get a chance, check the website out at www.oxperformance.org. And he'll be with us next Monday right here on the Bottom Line in studio, Ken Oxendine. We want to thank him for taking the time to join us next week. And Harry, coming up here at the bottom of the hour, it is just about 20 minutes after the hour at 6 o'clock, we will have Toni Carr Hathoway of Toni's Oily World. She'll be here, brought to you by Carr Brothers, the Gathering Place here in Hopewell.
That's right, Steve. I think I'm going to buy some of those oils myself.
Yeah, well, the wife has some, Angela has some, and she uses them on me all the time. So we get to learn a little bit about that.
This is a family show, Steve.
You're exactly right there. And speaking of family, Travion Henderson was selected 38th overall. Trent, his dad, was with us last Monday night, and he made the trip to Ohio, to Columbus, for the draft party. Everybody's seen it all over every ESPN, ABC, NFL network when he was drafted by the New England Patriots. And like I said, congratulations to him. Everybody's heard his story. And like I said, 5-star recruit, number 1 running back and player in the state, and number 11 in the country according to 247 Sports. He committed to Ohio State 5 years ago and immediately was an impact. And now we got the phones ringing, so let's see if we got a caller here, Harry. Caller, you're on the air. How are you doing today? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, Woody,
Hey.
what's happening?
How's it going?
It's going great, man. How's everything going with you?
Okay. Yeah, right here.
You
Can
good?
you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What do you think of that draft? Sanders falling down like he did?
Well, I think it has a lot to do with, the National Football League. They're not going to come out and say anything about why the teams didn't draft him early. But it was, was he that good? I know Mel Kiper put out that, he was the second best player in the draft. But, he fell to the 5th round of 144th pick. But like I said, he went to Cleveland. Cleveland's quarterback room right now is like 7 quarterbacks. So it's going to be intriguing to see how that works out. What's your thoughts about it, Big Woody?
Well, I'll tell you what. I was watching that draft, and I was going between the N.F.L. Network, ABC, and also ESPN. I'll tell you, I thought, I read he had some positive workouts. I mean, some meetings, but then some of them were negative. They said the same guy, a couple of teams did the same thing with Cam Ward, and they were very well done and everything, and they were highly regarded him in those interviews. But when they had Shadur Sanders, what I'm reading, guys, is that he came off negative. He didn't care about some of the practice times and the situation. He was like,
yeah, what I heard was
he didn't.
He came across He come across a little bit confident, too confident.
Yeah.
He didn't interview very well.
Yeah.
And I think too, you got to understand his dad is famous, Deion Sanders, and two, also I was reading and something that I heard about and then thinking about it, that could be a possibility. But earlier, he said he would not play for the Cleveland Browns. He would not be drafted by the Cleveland Browns if he had his way. Deion Sanders said that,
Yeah,
that was a quote.
Yeah, that was a tweet. That was a tweet back in 2018.
Right.
Yeah.
But teams do. I think the teams are just don't want to deal with all the extra baggage. So maybe Deion, I don't know if he's going to interfere. I've heard people he might call in and say, I don't know. I think they don't want to have that interference with a star player like Deion because Deion. That was the only coach he had. That was another reason. There was like several. His dad was the only one coach, so how could he? The unknown is how was he handled by other people?
Yeah,
that's an unknown too, and that's a big deal.
Yeah, I really think that the Cleveland Browns were going to take him all along, and they waited till the 5th round with the 144th pick, just because of what Deion said. That tweet from 2018 that I like what the Cleveland Browns did in the offseason.
Yeah,
but I don't want my son going there. # Eli Manning, as he's going to. Well, you can't do it taking him in the 5th round.
It was it was their 7th pick in the 5th round is another thing. So there were 6 people picked on Cleveland before Shedeur Sanders.
Now, did he? I don't know. Has it been said, or I don't know if that's a rumor. Did he say he was not going to go and be a backup? Because right now, he would be a backup, wouldn't he?
He's not on the roster.
Yeah, he would be like the backup to the backup. But Woody, why I got you on the Carr Brothers hotline right here? The Commanders, you're a big Commanders fan. What do you think about their draft? In the first round, they took Josh Connolly Jr., a tackle from Oregon, and then they took Terry Amos, the cornerback from Mississippi, and Jalen Lane, the receiver from Virginia Tech. What do you think about that draft pick?
I thought they did really well. Now, that tackle, a left tackle, wasn't it?
Yeah, that
Oregon. Did they sign 1 and 2 in the free agent? Didn't they sign a left tackle? But anyway, they had a good draft, I thought, and they're building around Daniels, and I think, they're setting them up. You know how quarterbacks come in as rookie and then they fall back maybe their second season and playing. But I think they're putting the weapons and the components around him, and they're building up that line, and I think they're going about it the right way. And it's about time that the Redskins or the Commanders, I like what they're doing, and I think they got a good future. They added Deebo Sanders, some playmakers. I know, he can do a lot of things. They got a lot of tricks. They still got that Kingsbury over there.
Yeah, offensive coordinator.
Offensive coordinator. They're a fun team. I mean, they were a fun team to watch last year. I mean, really. And that defense, they're going to beef up that defense some and everything. But I tell you what, I thought they had a good draft. But I want to know if y'all caught that episode, part of that with Mel Kiper and Riddick there. They had a moment there after when Sanders got picked, and Riddick, what's his name? You know who I'm talking about.
I know who you're talking
about.
He's
an analyst, good, and he said him and Mel got kind of heated, and Davis was there, but he said the draft has spoken. I watched that last night. He said the draft has spoken, and Mel was just, but Mel was speaking up for his man.
Well, Mel,
is that?
Yeah, he's been doing it for 30 years, and this ain't the first time that he's got short with somebody thinking he's right. And like I said, I watched it Thursday night, I watched it Friday night, and you can see Mel Kiper getting a little flustered, talking about he's the second best player on the board, and I cannot believe what's happening, that he's not been drafted yet. But hey, like I said, the NFL is a multi-billion.
But too, guys, also, I noticed on each pick, I don't mean to interrupt you over, but on each pick or every other pick, when somebody got picked, Mel had something, and then he always added something negative. And I'm wondering, just give them their due, give them their glory on their draft. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can always find fault and everything. I thought that wasn't necessary. But, Mel's been around. He's done it. He's been short a lot of times, but he's there for a reason.
Yeah, I know.
Entertainment, probably.
Yeah, last week you tried to get in with a call and things didn't work out, but I think we got it figured out now. So you sound great here on the bottom line.
Oh, that was good. That was a good show last week. I had Coach Henderson. God, I had him for PE, and I took my children to the daycare, Henderson's daycare. I don't know if you remember that, but didn't Woody Avenue? Yes, sir. I took my kids to the daycare. It was great. Good shows. I love the shows. Good to hear the local, the talent. There's talent. Look at Henderson. I tell you what, I was so excited when he got drafted by the New England Patriots, your counterparts you already mentioned. But, he is a good person all around, just not on the field, but off the field. He just carries himself well. I think the good Lord has blessed him. And what a great future. I can't believe it. We used to call those games when the quarterback in the little leagues, and then here he was the state champion and the national champion. Who knows? He might be a Super Bowl champion for long. But I tell you what, and I believe I got an interview somewhere. I did talk to him and did something. But I tell you what, he is just a humble person. I'm so glad for him and all these athletes. Just not him, but all these athletes got drafted. What an opportunity for them.
Yeah.
And their lives.
Well, Woody, thanks for giving us a call, big guy.
Great,
like I said,
great
thanks
show,
for listening.
guys.
And like I said, I know you texted me and said you glad to hear me back on radio. I'm glad to be back.
Yeah. When you hear the truth, I tell you, you're just unique. You just have your way, and I just love hearing you. When you broadcast and called the games and did all that stuff, and I tell you what, we got a good crew there, and Harry, all y'all do a wonderful job. Good to hear Harry too. We love all y'all.
Well, I appreciate it, big guy. And like I said, check us out every Monday. Don't forget, next month we're gonna make a big announcement about our show starting in June. So that should be.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, it should be good. Yeah. All right, Big Woody. Thanks so much.
All right, guys. Nice talking to you.
Yes, sir. That's Big Woody. Harry, what do you think?
Well, Woody had some good points. I want to bring up something.
Okay.
A lot of people think that just because you're picked number 1 or you're picked number 2, you're picked number 3 on a team, you don't know what's going to happen. There's no guarantee these people are even going to make the team, and it might be free agents that make the team instead of some of these big names. And every year, almost, remember Manziel? There was all this talk about Manziel. He didn't do anything.
Mel Kiper had him in the top 5.
Yeah, all this talk about Michael Sams. He didn't even make the team. So it's the same thing this year. Shedeur Sanders, and Cleveland reluctantly picked him with their 7th pick.
Yeah, 5th round, 144th pick.
So what I'm trying to say is this draft is not an exact science.
Yep, you're exactly right. And just bringing up some of the others, it is just about the bottom of the hour. You're listening to The Bottom Line with Steve the Truth, featuring Harry Clary. We're going to be taking a break here very soon, but I do want to touch base with some of the other local guys. Of course, Henderson was the second Richmond local off the board following Penn State's tight end Tyler Warren, at-league graduate, reigning Mackey Award winner, who was selected 14th overall by the Indianapolis Colts. And Harry, during our little production meeting, the Mackey Award winner, of course, is named after
John Mackey of the then Baltimore Colts.
And he was in Super Bowl
5. He caught that tip pass from Johnny Unitas that Mel Renfro tipped and was the deciding factor in the game. Well, of course, the field goal at the end of the game, 16-13, determined the game, but Mackey made the big play.
And with that being said, we looked up, and I said, I think that was around 71. And the Super Bowl was in January in 71.
Yeah, that was January 17th.
1971. Tony, I was 5 days old. Not 5 years old. I was 5 days old.
I was 16 and a half.
Harry asked me, did I remember that? I said vaguely. Well, like I said, we're going to take a break. We ran a little long on that segment. It is 28 minutes toward the hour. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Toni, Carr, Hathoway will be with us with Tony's Oily World. Don't leave us right now. Stay tuned. We'll teach you something about some oils when we come back. You're listening to The Bottom Line right here on WHAP, The Point.
Carr Brothers, located at 3100 Jackson Farm Road here in Hopewell. The Gathering Place has great salads, specials every day, and without a doubt, the best burger in town. Call for carryout at 458-4144. That's 458-4144. Carr Brothers.
Hello, Blue Devil fans. Ligon Jones Insurance is proud to support HHS student athletes. Now more than ever, people are realizing the importance of having a local agent to talk to for all their insurance needs, and we are ready to help. In many situations, Ligon Jones Insurance can offer you better coverage at a better price and include knowledge and service from agents with almost 100 years of combined experience. Located in downtown Hopewell, call us today at 804-458-8522. Visit our website at www.ligonjones.com or reach out via Facebook and see why we continue to grow each and every year with your support. Go Big Blue.
K&L Barbecue at 1410 Maple Street, inside Cavalier Square, Hopewell. Wants you to know they have great specials on the daily menu, such as hamburger steaks, grilled chicken, a lightly fried chicken sandwich, and of course, the best chicken and dumplings in the Tri-Cities. And don't forget about their world-famous barbecue and sauce. Dine in or carry out at K&L Barbecue. Call 458-4241. That's 458-4241 for K&L Barbecue.
911, what's your emergency?
911 is the number that can save civilians' lives. 1-800-COP-LINE is the number that can save yours. Did you know more cops die by suicide than in the line of duty? Talk to a cop who cares. Call 1-800-COP-LINE or visit VAFirstResponderWellness.org. The life you save could be your own. Paid for by the Virginia Department of Criminal Justice Services.
doTERRA, where wellness meets nature. From immune-boosting On Guard to invigorating peppermint, along with everything in between. Start your wellness journey today. Reach out to Toni Carr Hathoway. She's been waiting for you. Text wellness to 804-212-8571.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Let Keith and Mandy at Hourglass Realty Group guide you and your family through the journey of home ownership for years to come. With over 17 years of experience as multi-million-dollar producers, they specialize in residential and commercial properties across Richmond, Chesterfield, the Tri-Cities, and surrounding areas. As partner agents with Veterans United, they take pride in helping active and retired veterans find the perfect home. Plus, Keith is a licensed notary for your convenience. Call 804-712-0188. That's 804-712-0188 today and visit them at 11801 Center Street in Chester. They're online at hourglassrealtygroup.com.
Uh-oh, stranded on the side of the road, flat tire, dead battery, no worries. Tucker Towing Service, LLC has got your back. Whether it's cars, trucks, motorcycles, or trailers, we're here to get you moving again. Need a jump start or a tire change? We do that too. Proudly serving Hopewell, VA, and surrounding areas with fast, reliable, and just a call away. Call Tucker Towing at 804-920-4383 or email us at tuckerstowingservice@gmail.com. Tucker Towing Service, LLC, your roadside lifeline.
Why didn't you just tell me the truth?
Now let's get back to Steve the Truth with the bottom line.
That's what I said.
Mike's hot. That's right. We are back here on the bottom line. I am Steve the Truth. It is just about 23 minutes toward the hour of 7 o'clock. And this is Sports Talk at its best. And next Monday night at this time, you'll be able to hear Hourglass Realty Group. Keith Wagner will be joining us right here on Fox Sports Radio. And right now joining us, the one, the only, Toni Carr Hathoway. Toni, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, we're really excited for Toni being here. And Toni, tell us a little bit about the wellness and
Sure.
doTERRA.
Okay. Honestly, I don't know what I'd do without my oils and supplements. I'm so excited to be here. It's what I like to do is talk about my natural journey. I dabbled in essential oils for a little while, but it wasn't until my first husband, Barry Carr, became gravely ill that I really sought out the help of using essential oils. But unfortunately for him, it was too late. But that made me realize just how powerful the essential oils were, and I knew I wanted to keep learning, to keep finding out more, which led me to keep using them more. Let me share just one little statistic with you that kind of blew my mind when I heard it. We as Americans use 70% of the world's medications, but make up only 5% of the world's population. Just let that sink in for a second. 70% of the world's medications we use as Americans, and we're only 5%, that tiny 5%. It's just staggering. I'm a firm believer, this is what I tell everybody, I believe when God created the earth, he gave us everything we needed to take care of ourselves. But over time, we started wanting things faster. We wanted them cheaper, prettier, longer lasting. And we traded all the natural solutions that he gave us for man-made ones. And so now, with all that, our bodies are flooded with synthetics of all kinds that they don't even recognize or know what to do with. And that's causing all kinds of side effects. But essential oils, I mean, they're different. They're pure, they're natural, and they were created for us from the very beginning.
Yeah. Now, how are these oils any different from the ones you buy at the grocery store or see online?
That's a great question, Steve. Most essential oils you see in the stores are diluted or they're full of synthetic fillers, so you don't really get the true benefits, and sometimes they're even harmful. The essential oils are not FDA regulated, so there's no testing done on those oils to see if they're really true oils or not. But my oils, doTERRA's, are so different. They're sourced from the regions where the plants thrive the best. I always like to say we get them from where God planted them. Like our lavender comes from Bulgaria, our peppermint comes from Washington State, and our lemon comes from Italy. And each one of those oils, every batch that comes through goes through a rigorous third-party testing to guarantee their purity and potency. It's called CPTG, which is Certified Pure Tested Grade. And purity is doTERRA's motto. It's their main thing that they strive for. If they do some testing and it's not pure, it's something, even one little thing is off, they are not going to put it on the market for us. They don't need fillers. They don't have synthetics or chemicals because they're grown naturally, just how God intended them to be. And doTERRA actually means gifts of the earth.
Now that's, like I said, God has given us a lot of gifts from the earth, and the oils being one of them. What are some simple ways people can use these oils in their daily lives?
There's so many. It's really easy. Like I start my morning with a drop of lemon in a glass of water, and it really kind of jump-starts your organs. It's like a gentle detox. And then at bedtime, I might put a drop of lavender on my pillow or on my wrist because I sleep with my hands. I'm making motions here that you can't see on your wrist to help you sleep. If I'm feeling sluggish, need a little pep of energy, I can inhale a single drop of peppermint, and it's instantly energizing, and it opens up your airways. And then, speaking of those three oils, the lemon, lavender, and peppermint, one of my favorite things to do with people, I wish I could do it here, is a pollen problem honey shot. It's not an actual shot, but it's one drop each of lemon, lavender, and peppermint, and you put it in a spoonful of honey.
I believe I've had one of those at Carr.
I think you have. I try to get everybody to have one, and preferably local honey. But it tastes amazing, and it naturally supports your clear breathing. The lemon kind of helps break up the mucus. The lavender is a natural antihistamine, and the peppermint does that bronchial dilation that opens up the airways.
Yeah, the lemons, and that's just like you said, the scents alone can just open you up, and then break down that mucus that you have when you got allergy.
Yeah. Now, if you're an athlete or have one in your life, our Deep Blue Rub is a total game changer. Deep Blue Rub, it's like nature's own icy hot. It's great for soothing sore muscles and joints, and after workouts or after games when you've got those aches and pains. In fact, I've actually put together a customizable athlete's kit. It includes the best oils and supplements for recovery, stamina, breathing, mental focus, and wellness. And it would be good whether you're a football player, a baseball player, a runner, or just somebody that likes to stay active. And whoever wants to do that, we can build a kit that's perfect just for your needs. And then there's daily stamina. We've got, for energy and wellness, we've just upgraded in doTERRA to a new vitamin system, and it's called VMG Plus. It's your vitamins, minerals, and greens powered with essential oils. And it's a powder that you drink. You mix it in a little bit of water, and you shake it in a little shaker glass, and you drink it one time a day. And then we have our omegas. I know everybody's heard about omegas, fish oils. Most of us are lacking in our omega-3s, and so doTERRA kind of focused in on that with omega-3s. And it's 3 soft gels that you take, but you can actually chew them. Some people don't like to take pills. Mm-hmm. So you can actually just put them in your mouth and pop them, and it doesn't taste fishy. It tastes like wild orange because they added wild orange essential oil, which helps the fish oil absorb in your body, but it makes it taste good too.
Yeah, if you're just joining us right here on 1340 AM and 96.9 FM, WHAP, The Point. This is The Bottom Line. We got our guest, Toni Carr Hathoway, with us, talking essential oils. And if you want to give us a call at 458-9427, if you've got any questions for Toni, she'd be glad to help you out. I do have one person listening, and she says, I can listen to this every Monday, Toni.
Oh, how nice. I would love to.
That's the one that takes care of me with the oils.
Yeah.
Now, can you share a quick success story of how these oils help someone you know?
Absolutely. I have tons, but this is one that comes to mind real quick. On a family beach trip, one of the grandkids struggled with seasonal issues and coughed nonstop. We had just gotten there, couldn't stop coughing, but he finally fell asleep, and he normally uses an inhaler, but his mom didn't give it to him and didn't want to wake him up. And so I was really new with oils, and so I said, I've kind of got something that might help. And so she said, all right. So I put lemon, lavender, and peppermint on the bottom of his feet, and then kind of went up his shirt and rubbed it on his shirt. And the whole time I was going, please, Lord, let this work, because here I am new and I'm offering this suggestion, you know. But it worked. I mean, the whole night he slept all the way through and didn't wake up. And the next morning we made just a simple roller with the lemon, lavender, and peppermint in it and put it on the bottom of his feet morning and night. And I don't think he's used as an inhaler any since then. So that's a really great one for me. Another quickie is my husband, Glenn. He sometimes gets discomfort, that burning feeling you get in your chest, depending
It's
on...
probably watching the UVA football team.
It could
that
be.
would do that to you.
And I always think it's from what he eats, but it might be something else. But what I usually do, and it just takes a couple of drops of a blend called Digestin for anything digestive, and I just rub it on the bottom of his feet, and he's back to sleep within like 5 minutes, if probably less than that. But I mean, there's so many ways to use essential oils. I was with a friend from church just recently, and she had gotten some really bad news, and I had gone over to her house to share some oils with her, and she was crying, and she was just upset, and she knew she was going to have her make a phone call to her younger sister, baby sister, she said. And while we were talking, I rubbed a blend called Adaptive, which is for stress, and rubbed it on her arms and her wrist, and then I rubbed a drop of frankincense on the back of her neck. And we were still talking, she was getting better, and finally she just looked at me and she said, she just kind of stopped and was like, oh my gosh, she said, I think I'm calmed down. She said, those oils really worked. And I'm thinking, yeah, they do, you know. But just to see somebody, it's just priceless when their face is like, oh my gosh, you know, it's like something clicks off in their head that they really work.
Yeah, let's take a quick break. We're going to take a quick break. We come back with Toni Carr Hathoway and talk some more oils right here on The Bottom Line, WHAP, The Point.
K&L Barbecue at 1410 Maple Street, inside Cavalier Square, Hopewell. Wants you to know they have great specials on the daily menu, such as hamburger steaks, grilled chicken, a lightly fried chicken sandwich, and of course, the best chicken and dumplings in the Tri-Cities. And don't forget about their world-famous barbecue and sauce. Dine in or carry out at K&L Barbecue. Call 458-4241. That's 458-4241 for K&L Barbecue.
Uh-oh, stranded on the side of the road, flat tire, dead battery, no worries. Tucker Towing Service, LLC has got your back. Whether it's cars, trucks, motorcycles, or trailers, we're here to get you moving again. Need a jump start or a tire change? We do that too. Proudly serving Hopewell, VA, and surrounding areas. We're fast, reliable, and just a call away. Call Tucker Towing at 804-920-4383 or email us at tuckerstowingservice@gmail.com. Tucker Towing Service, LLC, your roadside lifeline.
Hello, Blue Devil fans. Ligon Jones Insurance is proud to support HHS student athletes. Now more than ever, people are realizing the importance of having a local agent to talk to for all their insurance needs, and we are ready to help. In many situations, Ligon Jones Insurance can offer you better coverage at a better price and include knowledge and service from agents with almost 100 years of combined experience. Located in downtown Hopewell, call us today at 804-458-8522 Visit our website at www.ligonjones.com or reach out via Facebook and see why we continue to grow each and every year with your support. Go Big Blue.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Let Keith and Mandy at Hourglass Realty Group guide you and your family through the journey of home ownership for years to come. With over 17 years of experience as multi-million-dollar producers, they specialize in residential and commercial properties across Richmond, Chesterfield, the Tri-Cities, and surrounding areas. As partner agents with Veterans United, they take pride in helping active and retired veterans find the perfect home. Plus, Keith is a licensed notary for your convenience. Call 804-712-0188. That's 804-712-0188 today and visit them at 11801 Center Street in Chester. They're online at hourglassrealtygroup.com.
Carr Brothers, located at 3100 Jackson Farm Road here in Hopewell. The Gathering Place has great salads, specials every day, and without a doubt, the best burger in town. Call for carryout at 458-4144. That's 458-4144. Carr Brothers.
911, what's your emergency? 911 is the number that can save civilians' lives. 1-800-COP-LINE is the number that can save yours. Did you know more cops die by suicide than in the line of duty? Talk to a cop who cares. Call 1-800-COP-LINE or visit VAFirstResponderWellness.org. The life you save could be your own. Paid for by the Virginia Department of Criminal Justice Services.
doTERRA, where wellness meets nature. From immune-boosting On Guard to invigorating peppermint, along with everything in between. Start your wellness journey today. Reach out to Toni Carr Hathoway. She's been waiting for you. Text wellness to 804-212-8571.
This is Donovan McNabb, and you're listening to The Bottom Line with Steve Nugent, right here on Sports Radio 1340 WHAP, Hopewell.
Right, we are back here at the Bottom Line. I am Steve the Truth, and of course we are here with Toni Carr Hathoway talking doTERRA. Yep, but this Saturday, the 2025 the Kentucky Derby will take place Saturday at Churchill Downs, with the Kentucky Derby post time at 6:57, and the Carr Brothers, one of our proud sponsors, will have a Kentucky Derby little celebration there at Carr Brothers starting at 5 o'clock. Come on down and you'll be able to play games, maybe win some prizes. It's good food. Bring a dish if you wish, you said there, Toni?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun there. They got 4 TVs, I think it is, to watch the big race on there, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking to be there Saturday as well, and I'll be there this afternoon here in about a half hour. Harry and I, of course, frequenting our proud sponsor of the Bottom Line with Steve the Truth, and featuring Harry Clary. Now, Toni, we left off with your oils. How can people learn more or get in touch with you if they want to start using these oils?
Well, if you're ready to experience the power of essential oils for yourself, I would love to help you get started. You can text me at 804-212-8571. Just text the word wellness or your name, just so I know that that's what it's about. You can also follow me on Facebook, and it's Toni Carr Hathoway. You could message me on there or just comment on something. And if you're local, come visit me at Carr Brothers. I'm there pretty often. We also host free classes upstairs at Carr Brothers the 2nd and the 4th Mondays at 6 p.m. Our next classes are May 12th and May 26th, and everybody's welcome.
Yeah, that's great. And Carr Brothers located right there in the turn there on, I guess that's Jackson Farm Road from, I guess your address is Jackson Farm Road. That's what I thought.
3100 Jackson Farm Road.
It goes from Mesa to Jackson Farm into Cedar Level.
Go figure. I don't know.
Just that little turn right there, just beyond Hopewell High School. Now, Toni, talk about oils. I know Angela uses it. I know a lot of females may use it when they're, I guess, not regular per se, and it seems to work out the digestive system.
Oh, yeah. That's the digestive blend that we talked about that works for anything digestive. I have to kind of stay compliant. So the burning sensation, and if you're going too much or you're going not enough. But that's the thing with doTERRA oils. If they're pure, and because they're pure, that when they go in your body, you ingest them in, then your body knows what to do with them.
Now, in about 30 seconds, can you sum up your trips to Utah?
They are usually, Utah is our, you threw me off guard. Let's see, it's our convention, which is in September, and it's usually a 5-day trip. And I always compare it to being at a Christian concert, and you've got so many Christians all around you, and it's just out of this world. It's the same thing. It's in my oily world, and it's like 18,000 oily people, you know, and I get to see people that I only see on Facebook or on Zooms. So it's great. And leadership retreats, we had one in San Antonio, Texas, and that's pretty amazing too. So it's a great company, great oils, and best thing I ever did.
Yeah, and like I said, we really appreciate you and Carr Brothers as well, being a proud sponsor here of The Bottom Line with Steve the Truth, featuring Harry Clary after us being off the radio for a while. But hey, it's something that we like doing, and I hope we sound good at it. And you got any last things you want to give anybody a shout out or anything?
No, well, not about a shout out, but thank y'all for letting me come on. But I do want to say one last thing, all right? I just want to encourage everybody listening today. Your health matters. Your peace matters. You don't have to settle for feeling exhausted, stressed, or just stuck wherever you are. God gave us everything we need. Simple, powerful gifts from the earth to support our bodies naturally. It's not complicated. It's not overwhelming. It's just about taking one small step back to what He originally intended. You deserve to feel amazing. And natural solutions are really closer than you think. It's just a text, a phone call, or a stop by Carr Brothers away.
That was perfect. That's the greatest way to end the show, Harry. What do you think? Yep. So we're going to end it right here. Thanks for listening. We want to thank Toni Carr Hathoway for being our guest. Of course, next week we got Ken Oxendine and Keith Wagner with Hourglass Realty Group will be with us. And don't forget to listen every Saturday morning to Keith the Bluegrass Barber from 6 to 9 and Buddy's Grass and Gospel from 9 to 12. I heard him the other day. And our big guy, old friend of mine, Win Hasty, the Baby Boomer, Sunday from 4 to 6. And you can hear Gordon Finney in the mornings from 6 to 10, Monday through Friday, right here on WHAP The Point. We'll talk to y'all next Monday night.
Carr Brothers, located at 3100 Jackson Farm Road here in Hopewell. The Gathering Place has great salads, specials every day, and without a doubt, the best burger in town. Call for carryout at 458-4144. That's 458-4144. Carr Brothers.
Hello, Blue Devil fans. Ligon Jones Insurance is proud to support HHS student athletes. Now more than ever, people are realizing the importance of having a local agent to talk to for all their insurance needs, and we are ready to help. In many situations, Ligon Jones Insurance can offer you better coverage at a better price and include knowledge and service from agents with almost 100 years of combined experience. Located in downtown Hopewell, call us today at 804-458-8522. Visit our website at www.ligonjones.com or reach out via Facebook and see why we continue to grow each and every year with your support. Go Big Blue.
K&L Barbecue at 1410 Maple Street, inside Cavalier Square, Hopewell. Wants you to know they have great specials on the daily menu, such as hamburger steaks, grilled chicken, a lightly fried chicken sandwich, and of course, the best chicken and dumplings in the Tri-Cities. And don't forget about their world-famous barbecue and sauce. Dine in or carry out at K&L Barbecue. Call 458-4241. That's 458-4241 for K&L Barbecue.
Looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate? Let Keith and Mandy at Hourglass Realty Group guide you and your family through the journey of home ownership for years to come. With over 17 years of experience as multi-million-dollar producers, they specialize in residential and commercial properties across Richmond, Chesterfield, the Tri-Cities, and surrounding areas. As partner agents with Veterans United, they take pride in helping active and retired veterans find the perfect home. Plus, Keith is a licensed notary for your convenience. Call 804-712-0188. That's 804-712-0188 today and visit them at 11801 Center Street in Chester. They're online at hourglassrealtygroup.com.
Uh-oh, stranded on the side of the road, flat tire, dead battery, no worries. Tucker Towing Service LLC has got your back. Whether it's cars, trucks, motorcycles, or trailers, we're here to get you moving again. Need a jump start or a tire change? We do that too. Proudly serving Hopewell, VA, and surrounding areas. We're fast, reliable, and just a call away. Call Tucker Towing at 804-920-4383 or email us at tuckerstowingservice@gmail.com. Tucker Towing Service, LLC, your roadside lifeline.